Hey guys, today I'm going to go over a very highly recommended topic, new construction versus pre-owned homes in the Rapid City Black Hills area. Alright, what is up guys? My name is Morrison. I am a local real estate agent here in the Rapid City Black Hills area. I work all of the Black Hills, about an hour radius around Rapid City. And I do this YouTube channel just to help people that are looking at moving here, get them a little more in-depth info into the area, learn the area, and be able to make the best decision for themselves and their families. So if you got any questions, call or text me is the best, or you can email me as well. All my info is below, and you can reach out to me anytime with any questions. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Now that that is out of the way, I am happy to get into the subject because I've got a lot of requests for this exact topic. So we're going to go over a couple of different things. Some of the numbers on it are going to be ballparks because I can't get exact numbers on a lot of this stuff. It's really hard to pull together that kind of data. But I'm going to get pretty close. So on the pre-existing side of things, the average price per square foot is somewhere around $130 to $150 per square foot. Give or take. I mean, the lowest is probably in the 90s, 80s or 90s for certain areas. And the highest, depending on where you are, could be $300 a square foot if it's an amazing property with a house sitting on it, that type of thing. So you're paying for the property, but the price per square foot goes up for the house, right? So it varies a lot here, but I'm going to say you're safe to bet somewhere in that 130 to 150 to 180, kind of somewhere in that range would be like an average I would go off of. And it can vary, like I said, depending on how much property there is, garage space, a lot of extra shops on the property, all of that kind of stuff can vary. But that's kind of somewhere in that price range. Now, here's kind of one of the cons to buying something pre-existing versus buying something new. There's a few of them. One is it's very competitive here right now. It's not as bad as some other areas, but it's very competitive where, for sure, if the house is nice in a nice area, and it's priced right, it's going to be sold that day, and you're going to be going up against multiple offers, okay? And that doesn't scare me off at all personally, because that's one of the things I kind of specialize in is getting those offers when there are multiple offers in there, and usually I get about 95% of the offers we make. So, I mean, I can do that fairly easily. I mean, we lose some here and there because people go crazy, but yeah, so if you're looking at new construction, just get it pre-existing, you got to be prepared for that. And a lot of people that I see moving here from this channel and other places are looking to come out here, in the next few months, 6 months, a year, that type of thing. And so when they're going for pre-existing, they get kind of down on themselves, or they get kind of bummed out because everything they looked at goes immediately. So you just got to be prepared to pull the trigger right away if you want to go the pre-existing route, and realize that whatever you're looking at right now, if you're not planning on coming for 6 months, is going to be all new inventory, because the stuff that's there now is going to be gone for sure, unless it's just a way overpriced or a dump or whatever. But yeah, so just prepare for that mentally. That's kind of the downside of it. And right now, especially, I think if you want to buy something pre-existing and you want to move here in 6 months or whatever, I wouldn't even really look too seriously until you get, a month out from wanting to actually put a purchase agreement on, or 2 weeks out or whatever, because if you're looking at stuff and you fall in love with something, you're going to have to make a move right away, or else it's going to be gone. Now, on the flip side, let's talk about new construction. Now, on the new construction side of things, you might actually be surprised by this, but the average price per square foot is almost exactly the same. The low end is about $100 a square foot. The high end is actually about $250, so a little bit less than the pre-existing, mainly because a lot of the new constructions don't have a ton of land with them. But the overall pricing per square foot is about the same, which is, I think, surprises a lot of people. And so actually, me personally right now, this is what I'm doing, just because, I mean, for me, and I'm going to explain why I'm doing this, but for me, it just makes more sense at the moment. So I'm in the process of building a house for me and my family. So I actually kind of believe in this side of it right now. Now, new construction, the only bummer about it is the stuff goes right away as well. And a lot of times you have to get into something without fully knowing exactly what it's going to look like. You'll have like a sample idea. You'll have the layouts. You can pick out colors a lot of times depending on what builder you go with. But there's kind of a few subdivisions right now that are being built. And depending on which one you're in, they sell faster or they're more expensive or whatever. But here's the good part of going the new construction route. The new construction route is going to be quite a bit further out. My build was about 6 months out from when I put it under contract, which was just recently. So 6 to 8 months is what you probably want to plan on for the house to be built, unless it's, you know, in the far stages of being built, then it might only be a couple months. But it allows you, if you're looking at moving here, some time to, one, if you have a house to sell back where you're at, it allows you time to sell that. Two, it allows you to not be in a super rush to make the, you know, make a above asking price offer, feel pressured about it. You could take a little bit of time deciding, and it's not going to be crazy bidding wars and that type of thing. So the new construction route, also everything's going to be new. It's going to have a 1-year builder warranty on it for every builder that I know of here. And two, what you could do is you could buy a piece of property and build on it as well. When you do that, depending on who the builders you use, and you could reach out to me and ask me what builders I would recommend, it's going to be about 6 to 8 months out as well to start on your own land. And depending on if you have water there and stuff like that, the pricing will probably be about the same. As long as it's not too far out there, hard to get to, that type of thing. But you can still plan on about that 150 to 180 per square foot price point for a lot of these builders, as long as you're using their floor plans or providing them with a floor plan they can use easily, that type of thing. But so I almost think, depending on your situation, if you want to get in something right away, totally makes sense. You're going to want to go the pre-existing route, just be prepared for it to be sold right away. If it's a nice house in a nice area priced right, they always sell right away, which makes sense. Or if you're like, hey, I want to come there in a year, I want to come there in 6 months, I want to come there in 8 months, whatever it is, I would maybe think about the new build route. And another reason for that is, on that new build side of things, you're going to have that price locked in. And if we're appreciating, which if you watch my other videos, about 15% last year, if you have that price locked in for 8 months, you already got half that appreciation just in that 8-month period. So you're going to have equity in the house when it's done built. You could go and resell it if you wanted to, probably. So that's kind of my thought process on it at the moment. If you're planning on being here 6 to 8 months, I would recommend, if you're up for building, almost get the ball rolling now, because all you have to do is put down, depending on the builder, put down a certain amount of money to hold it, and then just have proof, proof that you can afford it, pre-approval letter, proof of funds of the cash, whatever you're doing. Or if, like I said, if you're going the pre-existing route, just be prepared to make that move right away. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. Again, if you guys got any questions, concerns, feel free to call me, text me, email me, write me an old-fashioned letter if you're feeling like it. Whatever you want to do, I'm happy to help. I appreciate you guys. I love working with you guys from this channel. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you on the next video.